Hello, this is Ed Brigsby, and welcome to day number 13. Today's your lucky day number 13 of the Selling to Associations Challenge. Today, we're going to kind of stop. We're going to take a breath. We're going to sharpen the axe. One of the important things that's the core to this system that I'm teaching you is when you call associations to have really, really good articles, content that will help their members, as the core of what you want to use as your relationship bank deposits to get to the editors than to get to the decision makers. But let's make sure that you get some really good articles. So let's stop. Let me hit the screen share button here. Let's start and talk about my 6-step article writing process. At the end of this, you're going to probably want to do a quick screen capture. So number one, if your article has a hook, uh, people are going to be more interested in your article than if it's just the 7 steps too. The other thing that you want to know is you want to remember that because we're doing so much electronically now versus hard copy, the keywords have to be in the front of the title. In the old days, when everything was just printed in magazines, the keyword could be at the back, didn't matter. But today, can't be. Keywords have got to be the front. So figure out how to get the keywords to the front and write a title that's got a hook, a benefit to kind of grab somebody's attention. Then the first sentence needs to connect. So the first sentence, you need to grab their interest in the first sentence to make sure that you're showing them that you're honest, that what you're going to write about is what the title was, but also that the first sentence gets them wanting to go further. Then I want you to think about bullet points or number points. Now, most magazine articles and a lot of the articles that editors are looking for are around that 700 word range. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. But what you want to do is write the articles and think about bullet points. So, you have a opening sentence, you have a paragraph, and then you go into bullet points. It just makes it visually easier for people. And in a 700 word article, my guess is you want to have somewhere around 3 to 5 bullet points. Odd numbers are good for whatever reason, just seems to be good. 3 to 5 is what I would be shooting for. Then I want you to consider taking those bullet points. Maybe bullet point number 1 was leadership. Maybe bullet point number 2 was trust. Maybe bullet point number 3 was who knows what. And instead of just having it boring, see if you can sloganize it. You know, like if you were to say something, a bullet point would be, you know, um, uh, leaders can be lazy. And people are going to read, what? Huh? What? And then you go in and go, yeah, leaders can be lazy, but if they want to be successful, they can't. And then you go into energy, yada, 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 yada. So, it's the idea when somebody just scans your article, can they see it and can it grab their interest? Then it's okay to close your article with some kind of an offer to build your list. It's always great at the very end, maybe the last sentence, to have if you want my 37-point checklist on the ABCs of XYZ, send an email request to ed@rigsby.com. That's a great way to build your list. The last thing to remember is the article is for the reader, the bio is for the writer. So if you're not careful, your article has to be content. It has to be for the reader. Then the bio, which is a sentence or two, is your positioning statement. Back to when we talked about positioning. How are you going to position yourself as the type of thought leader that you want to be, or that even that you currently are? And if you're not there yet, well, put down what you want to be. And these are the kind of sentences, or these are the kind of articles that are going to grab people's interest. So what you're going to want to do is look at how many articles do you have. And as I had said earlier, please change your blog to call it Article Bank. And ultimately, I think that as sooner than later, you want to have about a dozen articles. Because if you got a dozen articles, number one, it shows you're serious. Number two, it it gives the revive.social a little bit of stuff to grab. You can go to my website, look at my article bank. I've got, oh God, a couple hundred articles total in my article bank under the different categories. So, that's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you the day off today. I'm not even going to tell you have to, don't even worry about calling any associations today. We'll pick up on that tomorrow. So get going and let's get some of these articles done. You should be able to just grab stuff from your speeches. If you've got your speeches on YouTube, go to YouTube, grab the transcription, and hey, there's an article right there. Okay, get to work. See you soon.